You're going to find out more about one of those events that is coming to town. It's Bulls, Bands, and Barrels event. It's coming up Saturday, August the 6th at the Mississippi Coliseum. And joining us here on Good Things to tell us a little bit more is 2 times PBR world champion bull rider, Chris Shivers. Hey, Chris.
Hey, how's it going today?
It's going well, and I'm excited about the event that's coming up this weekend. My family always makes time for the Dixie National Rodeo, so anytime that rodeos come to town, we try to get out and support it. But I saw on the website where this said, "This ain't your grandpappy's rodeo." So what is the difference in bulls, bands, and barrels?
Well, they put everything that everybody likes in one rodeo here. It's one bull riding, a big bull riding, a barrel racing, and then it's a heck of an entertainer at the end of the night at every show. You know, these guys, they do a wonderful job putting a show together. It's exciting for 2.5 hours. It's nonstop action.
You bring up a good point, Chris, because usually the main events there at the rodeo are going to be the barrel races for the ladies, and then the bull riding is usually at the end with the boys, and then you got some good music in between. So it sounds like you kind of just cut out everything else and condensed it down to the most exciting events. So how do you guys make sure that you get the most rankest bulls or the fastest horses or, the best competitors to come to these events?
Well, the prize money, that's what all the competition, all the competitors are looking for. They're looking for the money and the good bulls and the great events. And Hunter Price, he puts on a good show, and he always gets good competitors. And it's a heck of a show to see. I've been to bull riding for 30 years, and I kind of got bored with it for a little while. But these events, he puts them on in August. I think we go to 3 this August. Jackson, Mississippi, Hattiesburg, and Alexandria, Louisiana, and I just get pretty excited about these events when August comes around.
Well, tell us a little bit about the life of a bull rider, because I know that this is part of your job, or if you're riding bulls, or I guess if you're competing in them. I may not use the right terminology, Chris. I'm not up on my radio lingo. But is this part of you guys? It's like circuit. Is this part of like these riders are coming out to like earn points, or is it getting to the next stage? Like what other than just the money? What's on the line for the riders this weekend?
Well, it's a title. It's a year-end deal that he has every year. And this is one of the events to get you to be the world champion of the bulls, bands, and barrels. And that's what these guys strive for. They win buckles and they win money, but bragging rights is part of it too.
So when do you guys know what bull you're going to ride? Is it like you show up and you draw out of a hat? I've always wondered how you get paired with your bull that you're going to ride the night of an event.
Well, they'll show up, and a lot of times they do draw out of a hat, but a lot of times a computer does the drawing. So they'll put it all in the computer, and they'll punch a button, and it'll tell who's got what. So
I need y'all to all be in a circle and open it up and all the oohs and ahs and who'd you get? I'm a mom, and we just found out who teachers are this week, and you kind of feel like the same way. It's like, who'd you get? Who'd your kid get? Or do y'all talk that way with the bulls about who gets to ride who?
You bet. There's some bad ones in there. These guys, they want to get on the good ones, the ones they can win on, be the most points, but they're not all easy. So, and there's a lot of them in there that will hook you and run over you, and I don't like to draw them, but that's part of it.
It is part of it. Another part of the event coming up is the barrel racing, and I have to say, I'm sure bull riding is tough, never been on one, but watching those ladies, come out of the chute on their horses and trying to go around a barrel, and you feel so sorry for the horse, too, whenever they tip the barrel, they don't do as well. How many ladies are going to be coming out this weekend looking for that title as well?
I think there's going to be 20 girls that's coming out this week, and there'll be there's some top-notch barrel racers that come out. They're really good, and they go to every bulls, bands, and barrels, so they know the format and know how things work. So they're pretty excited. They want that world championship at the end of the year too.
Well, many of the riders that will be at the Mississippi Coliseum coming up this Saturday on the 6th also be in Hattiesburg on the 27th. So we're we could travel to both if we wanted to sort of see how the competitors are doing. Is it kind of like something you can go and watch your favorite rider again a couple of weekends later?
Exactly. Sure enough.
Pretty cool. Okay, so tell us a little bit more about the weekend. How do we get tickets? Do we need to go online? Can we get them the day of? Help us out to get there, Chris.
You can get tickets at the Coliseum, and I'm drawing a blank on the online.
I bet Ticketmaster.com is usually how you can probably get it. But if you are in the driving distance of going to the Mississippi Coliseum, I highly recommend that because you can bypass all of the, the online fees and the things of that nature. But if you can't,
that's right,
and you want to come in and see it, then that's part of it too. You mentioned you've been not barrel racing. You have been bull riding for 30 years. What led you into the profession of bull riding?
Just a dream as a kid. Always. I've rode bulls since I was 13, and I've, I don't know, something I fell in love with at a young age, and I wanted to be a world champ, and I saw those guys on TV, and that's where I wanted to be, and I just, I followed a dream, and it's been a windy road, but a pretty successful one, and I'm glad I got the opportunity to follow it.
Do you remember the first time you hung in there for 8 seconds?
Oh, yeah, I think so. It was at a practice pen. We didn't get on those super ranked bulls. They just kind of jump and kick down the pen. So but that's part of it. You gotta walk before you can run.
Well, I would imagine that it was pretty thrilling, wherever it was, to hang on there for that long. We're told mamas don't let your babies grow up to be cowboys. Would you let your kids grow up to follow the rodeo circuit or to bull ride? Barrel racing feels a little less scary than the bull riding part, but would you still encourage young cowboys to get out there and give it a whirl?
You bet I would. It's a great sport. It's a great life. The camaraderie of guys in the rodeo business is just outstanding, and it's a good atmosphere to be in. So yes, I would definitely.
Spoken like a true cowboy. Mama over here, pick something else to do. But I get it. If it's in your blood, if you've got the itch, it's probably something that you need to scratch. You're coming into Mississippi. You may not be here now, but I know you'll be here this weekend, Chris. Have you ever visited the Magnolia State before?
I have. I've been there a few times.
So have you tried out the good food? Are you looking for a catfish plate? Are you getting you some fried chicken or barbecue? What do you eat when you come to town?
Well, you bet I am. I kind of like the barbecue over that way.
We definitely have some good barbecue, and hopefully we'll have a good event coming up this Saturday. Well, I know you're going to be here. You're going to be a part of it. If folks want to see you or see the event, is it just come, or is there anything special going on if they want to meet one of their bull riding heroes?
Yes, we're going to be signing autographs before the event starts, I think an hour before. So we'll be at the front door. When you walk in, we'll be there.
You mentioned that all the riders talk about the bulls and who they want to draw or don't want to draw. Is there a name of a bull that'll be there this weekend that everybody's crossing their fingers they don't get?
Well, Knox Dunn and Cross Dunn, they bring some really mean bulls, and they come from over here in Louisiana. And there'll also be some freestyle bullfighting that's going to happen this weekend. So I think it's the 3 or 4 of those. So I'm pretty sure it's one of the Dunn bulls that they don't want to draw.
I don't know who's crazier, you boys who want to get on the bull or you boys who want to stand in front of it and taunt it. I'm really I hadn't figured out which one, but I do know that it's exciting and it's thrilling to watch, and the Mississippi Coliseum is a great venue for it. And then you guys will be headed to Hattiesburg coming up the 27th. Well, Chris, welcome back to Mississippi. I hope you get some good barbecue and you get to have a good time.
Thanks a lot. Appreciate you having me on.
All righty, that's this Saturday, August the 6th at the Mississippi Coliseum, Bulls, Bands, and Barrels event. You can get your tickets at Ticketmaster.com, or you can head on to the Mississippi Coliseum and pick them up there. But stick with us. We've got more good things for you coming up next.